What? What? What if it was just one drop? What if it was just one drop? One drop in a bucket. One drop in a bucket, one bucket in a sea. One bucket in a sea of buckets. I'd say you say we have to start somewhere. One drop, one dribble. Before you know it, a dribble turns into a drizzle, and you've got a downpour. Everybody's soaked. Look here, today we're going to do a little Zentangle-y sort of thing. When I do my Zentangles, sometimes I like to draw a little border beforehand. I traced some square piece of paper I had to do this border. You don't have to do a border, and it doesn't have to be perfectly square. It doesn't have to be anything in particular, and don't get too caught up in the word Zentangle. Some people like to do a little bit of weird gatekeeping, like this is Zentangle. It has to meet these requirements to meet, for it to be called this. They like to define certain things. If I'm making my weird little lines close to each other with my weird little patterns, and I go into just a second, I have to kill a cockroach. There is a cockroach on my F9 key. Do I reach for it with the paper towel? I'll go for it with the raid. Alright. I missed it. Oh, that's so gross. It's okay. Okay, anyways, what I was saying is, look, if you want to Zentangle it up, just do your own thing. Zentangle, doodle, half the things I call doodles and Zentangles, other people wouldn't call Zentangles. And I get into whatever, so half the things I call Zen, probably other people that are really into Zen, really don't think are Zen, You do you, and if you want, just do it up. And if you do, anyways, what I was saying is, sometimes I like drawing a border, because a border gives you like a little goal to meet. If you don't draw a border, sometimes a whole piece of paper can be an overwhelming goal, a little overwhelming. So you just kind of shut it a little bit with a little border, and then sometimes I like, making the border nice and detailed. That can give you a little thing to, anyways, yeah. So and Zentangles are nice because you can draw your lines all wobbly. Draw one wobbly line, and then just very slowly and very carefully. I know my drawings, they look like I'm crazy because I'm drawing this all very fast, but I draw these lines very slowly. Look up some of my real-time videos. I draw them very slowly, very carefully. Just, there's no rush. There really isn't. What are you racing to? Just draw the lines. Draw a wobbly line. You don't have to, and then draw another wobbly line. Trace it along next to it. And if you're drawing a pattern, you can make up your own patterns. Patterns look cool. It's just any shape, any line feature, repeat it over and over again. And if you mess up part of the pattern, just repeat that mess up over and over again, and it'll look like you did it on purpose. Pro tip. There you go. Anyways, I'm using here in this. This is blacklight reactive UV. Is blacklight and ultraviolet stuff. Anyways, this is a Blue Ghost ink, and I'm using a glass dip pen, and it works pretty cool. I've broke my fair share of glass dip pens, kind of all at the same time actually. I didn't break any for a long time, and then I broke like 3 or 4 of them in like 2 weeks. I didn't break any for like a year, and then I broke a bunch all at once. Maybe I had bad luck or something. I don't know. Anyways, be careful with them if you get a glass pen. They're not that expensive. You can get one for like $12. But you don't need this fancy stuff to do Zentangles or to doodle. You can use any piece of paper, any pencil, any pen. I started doing this sort of doodling when I was just sitting there bored in class. I think my favorite type of pen used to be one of those like Pilot G2s. Anyone used to get those? I used to go to Office Depot, and I was so happy to get a new one of those. Anyways, hope y'all have a good day. See y'all later. Bye.